Welcome to the Jag War Podcast, a show where we discuss all things related to Duval County's finest NFL football team, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Move 42, set, fight!
Duval, baby!
What's good, everybody? It's Andrew coming back at you with another episode of the Jaguar Podcast. Hope you guys are well. And we get to experience another Victory Monday. The Jags beat the Raiders 20-27 at home. This was a fun game. Thanks for everyone who showed up to the live stream. It was a lot of fun, and I'm glad we got to experience another win for the Jags. So thanks again for that. This was a better game. It started off, not so good. Jermichael Hasty had that fumble in the first half, and Derek Carr threw, I think, 2 touchdown passes to Davante Adams. So, it wasn't very good first half. And then the Jags, they rallied in the second half, and they end up coming away with a win. ETN had a great game. I think he had 2 rushing touchdowns. Trev looked great. He threw, I think, a touchdown pass to Christian Kirk. He had like 230 yards passing, no picks. So really just 1 turnover, but Trev didn't have any turnovers, which was really awesome to see. He seems like he kind of cleaned up his mechanics issues in this game, was delivering some really nice throws. So that was really good to watch. The defense showed up. I mean, especially Tyson Campbell, man, had a hell of a game. Definitely tightened up, after the first half where he kind of got exposed by Davante Adams. So, it was nice to see him clean up and pretty much shut him down in the second half. And, the Jags rallied. I think, they were down 17 points and came back away with the win. Kind of a crazy ending there with that lateral by the Raiders. They tried to kind of, put something together there last minute, but I think, there was actual fumble, and I think Devin Lloyd came away with it. So, I mean, the defense looked good. DeJuan Smoot, he looked great. I think he had 2 sacks in this game. He looked really, really good. I mean, he's playing his ass off. The Jags need to give this man an extension. He's a hell of a player. Had him on the podcast. Great guy. Check that episode out if you get a chance. It's a good listen. He actually was, I believe, my first Jaguars interview that I got. So, I'd definitely like to get him back on the show again. But he is I think he's the best pass rusher for the Jags right now, who I think he has 3.5 sacks. So, playing his ass off, needs to get re-signed. Hope the Jags make that happen, but who knows? It's the Jaguars. So, I don't know if he'll be back next season, but hope he will be. But really excited about this win. ETN looked great again. Like I said, had 100 yards. I think he had 109 yards rushing, like 28 carries and 2 touchdowns. So he's looking really good. I'm just concerned with the depth that we have at running back. I feel like we just don't have a lot. Jermichael Hasty with that turnover, that fumble, that was killer in the first half. Luckily, we were able to kind of come away with the win there. But, turnovers are killer, especially, we're going into week 10 against the Kansas City Chiefs, and we got to limit the turnovers because that's going to be killer. But, the running game looked good. ETN, hopefully he stays healthy. I feel like we don't have a lot of depth there. It's just Jermichael Hasty, and then I believe Snoop Connor is the other running back that we have. So, but really enjoyed this game, guys. How'd you feel about it? Do you think the Jags did a good job? I think they did. And I'm savoring this win. It might be the last win of the season. I hope not, but let me know how you guys feel. Leave me a comment on the YouTube video or podcast episode. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel too. And I will see you guys next time.
Let me get that. JYD coming up with the big sack. Quarterbacks beware, we on the you could hear it in our growl. Intimidation on to keep their hearts racing, eating other teams live on TV front of the nation. Spectacular defensive.
This episode is available on the Jaguar Podcast YouTube channel, so if you stop by, make sure to subscribe and give this video a like. Also, these episodes are available on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and other major podcast distributors as well. So if you don't mind, please leave me a review and some feedback. I'd really appreciate that. If you'd like to connect with me on social media, my Twitter handle is @JagWarPodcast. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram. This is Andrew signing off. Cheers.